So we're going to fight in Atlantis. Why not? Hope you brought your raincoat and your flippers. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard. It's Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, a 5-division champion of the world.
One of the hottest tickets around. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Hook misses. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Defense is not an option for these two. How about that time counter shot? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn. And there's the bell to start round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Disaster averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Left hook just missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different? Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. This is the kind of fight you expect from 2 world-class elite middleweights. Good counter punching. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. Whoa, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have. There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. And that hook misses. Good counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without it.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine it being you. They're the size of an average man.
Good defense with that left jab. Well done with that counter shot. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They're both trying for a knockout. Caught him. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Nothing back here in the round. He threw a punch and just got countered. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back. There's the bell to start round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Can't score with that jab. Nice counter shot. What a punch. That counter punch caught him clean. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be, and there's the bell for round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Missed with that right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. Can't score with that hook again. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a...